there's a game that's out right now that allows you to feel what it's going to be like living in a metaverse. And I don't just mean like the Atari version. I'm talking if you're into sports, you're going to like this. If you're a competitive person, you're going to like this. If you like social aspects of playing with other people, you're going to like this. And if you like golf, you're going to love this. Golf Plus. It used to be Topgolf on the Quest 2. Now it's called Golf Plus. It's like $14. And I'm going to tell you, they upgraded it. They just kept updating and upgrading and updating and upgrading all of the experiences in it for free, by the way. I mean, you just buy it once, and then all of a sudden it was like 3 new games in one. And I want to show you all of what it has to offer now, because it's gone from just being Topgolf. Actually, it started off as putt-putt, and now they've added a full 18-hole experience with multiple courses and all kinds of options for wind and green speed and everything. And you can also join with other players around the world or create a group now and play with your friends just like you're inside the game that I used to love when I was in college, dating myself a little bit. But 2003 Tiger Woods, EA Sports, oh my God. Can you imagine being inside of it and having that kind of control and fun with what you're doing, and also feeling like you're playing with other people? I'm talking when you play in a foursome, you have to wait for the other person to hit. Like, they make it very real. And then it's your turn, and you're hitting, and everyone's watching you. And it is a social experience where you can see everybody's avatars, and you can realize, oh my God, like, yeah, I don't really need to go play golf anymore. I can play golf with my friends for $13 a month. Not even a month, excuse me, just $13. That's it. And then I can just play with my buddies. And they keep adding courses. They just added a third one, the Valhalla course. It's kind of like a Boston feel with like colorful trees in the autumn. So let's dive in, and I'll show you all what I'm talking about. But if you're just getting onto the Quest and you got one for Christmas, or you're just getting into VR, I'm telling you, this is an opportunity to feel the metaverse and the possibilities of it right here. All right, so this is Golf Plus. Look at this. We're on a course. It doesn't even feel like I'm in like a Mario type course. I mean, it's pretty decent as far as sitting here and looking around and seeing the sun, you know, beautiful skyline. And then you've got your leaderboard over here, and then of course your options. So what we're doing is we're going to, you know, you could play in the Clubhouse and Topgolf, Pro Putt. I'll show you all that later. But first off, we'll just go into single player. And here's where you've got all of your options, where you can go through, you know, the tees and set them back, or your pins, or whatever you want to do. There's different golf games in here, so you can play a full round. You can play the 9-shot, where you get to just kind of get closest to the hole, or of course practice and just hone in your skills. But we're going to do a round of golf today, so we'll choose our course, which is right now the newest one, Valhalla, and we'll uncheck Affect Handicap, because I'm just going to screw around and show you guys what's up. I don't want to mess my score. So here's the 3 courses they have so far. Valhalla just got added. Wolf Creek was one that I had to buy. It was $7, and I was totally down to do that. It's worth every penny. It's a beautiful course. But this one just came for free. I don't know if it's because I bought the other one, but this one was free. So we're going to go in here, and this is where you can choose your options, tees in the front, the middle, or the back. And it's a totally different experience either way, so that kind of adds more playability. Changing the pins, however you want to do, if you're feeling a little squirrely or whatever you want to do that day. But the wind at low, moderate, or high. And you're going to see here, I didn't realize when I started this that I accidentally right here left it at high. So that's going to come into play later. Green speed, you can change slow, medium, fast, all that good stuff. It's all right here. So I've got the course. I'm ready to go. Let's start the game. You can see me down here below. And I am excited to play. I mean, it's fun. You get to just feel like you're on a golf course. Like, look at the sun. It's shining. And I'm sorry for how much of my head is moving. But I actually kind of take it as if I'm playing around a golf. I didn't realize how much head movement I had until I watched this back. But it feels real. And, you know, I'm just kind of practicing, getting a few swings in here. And then I actually try to line my shot up as if I were on a golf course and pick a target line. So you'll see me do that here, and I'm just kind of getting an idea, and here we go. We're looking good over the trees, a little bit farther than we needed it to be, but hey, we'll take it. We're down there, and it's funny because it really does affect your shot, how you have the club face angled when you're at impact. So You got to really be careful. Like, you can't like hook it or you'll feel it. It's just like on a golf course when you feel like you left your hands open and it's going to slice, and that's exactly what happens. So anyway, there's different ways to do it. You can see I'm setting the shape of it right here, and I'm making it more of a fade. And I brought the spin to be a high spin so that it would stick and roll. And we're going to shoot a little fade in here, drop it in on the green, see what we can do. Not too bad. Now, you can imagine with other people in here and 4 other players watching you, this can be pretty intense. And it feels like the same amount of pressure as you feel when you're playing with other people who are watching you. And if you're watching this video, I'll bet right now you've had that feeling. You just show up to play golf and they pair you with another group and you're like, oh, God. Or you're just at the tee box and some other group just comes up and they're just watching you. That's the worst. So we'll just get an idea of the putt here. And drain it. I was pretty excited about that one in my head. So, yeah, that's it. And that's the feeling. Like, you actually feel like you did something. I know that's weird, and I'm a 38-year-old man telling you that I'm playing golf in my headset, but it feels real. Let's move ahead, and I'll show you what else this game has to offer. So here we are, and we can go to multiplayer, join a game if you want, public games, and create a game, which is new. That only happened just a few weeks ago. They added it. It had said coming soon. So now you can just bring people in here, and it tells you how to do it. You create a room, and then you have your friends go back, and they would click join a room, join a game, and they would join in your room, and then you guys would play. So that's how you do that. Let's go check out what the Clubhouse looks like, because that's an option, and we'll go do that right now. And here we are at the Clubhouse. Nice little setting in the canyon, and we've got our driving range where we can dial in whatever we want. We pick whatever club we want to do. Let's grip it and rip it and see what happens. Just get a feel hanging out on the driving range at the Clubhouse. And, of course, there could be other people here. Like, you could join. So that's what I'm saying with the Metaverse. Like, you can have other people just hanging out, your friends kicking it. And you guys could even bet on things. Like, you could have games, like closest to the pin. You can do whatever you want because you're all sitting here at the Clubhouse in the Metaverse. And that is the power of this. And you'll see the social side of it here. Changing it up to something where we're chipping and putting. You can kind of like hone in your chipping skills if you want to try to get it into like the sand trap for whatever reason. And then there's that. Moving on, let's go to the lobby, kind of hang out. Got a fire here where you could sit and hang out with your friends. You got some putters over there. You could play with if you wanted to. So this is just kind of a showroom, and again, just a place for everyone. It's just giving you a feel of what it would feel like with it, having everybody in here. Now, I'm just by myself, but if I had a room, I could, invite my friends in here, and we could all just be hanging out in our own personal little golf clubhouse, hanging on under the umbrella like this, and just, put an actual drink in your real hand, and that's really all you're missing, I mean, you've got the whole social aspect of everything. Everybody's just hanging out, and you didn't have to go anywhere. So you go inside. There's even a bar you can see. There's all kinds of things that I could see happening here where, maybe they're selling NFTs. They can't give you drinks, but there are other things that they could provide here at the bar other than the social aspect. So that's what's going on up here. And we're going to go back down now, and then I'll take you guys over to the Topgolf, which is awesome. That's another thing that you could do. And it's just, if you want to talk social aspect of things, check this out. And we're now at Topgolf, where we can play with our friends, and we can even try to hit the golf cart. There's a little guy down there, and he's driving around. You mess around and try to hit him. You change your club to a wedge, 9-iron, 7-iron, whatever you want, and then you just do whatever you want. There's games, but right now I'm going quickly because I'm just trying to hit the dude, which is always fun. You hit it's just like Topgolf, too. A little bit different mechanics than the actual 18-hole course, so that takes a little bit getting used to. But, yeah, I'm just screwing around trying to hit the guy in the golf cart right now, which is super fun. But you put your club in front of that red light just like in Topgolf, and ooh, that's pretty good. One more. Whiff. Too short. But check this out. You've got these music videos playing, and you can choose in the media tab what type of music you want. So between country or rap or rock or whatever. And now it's playing the video everywhere throughout the Topgolf Clubhouse. So, and you're hearing it in your headset like you're listening to like your Apple iPods or whatever it is. So here are all the games that you can play just like you were at Topgolf. And they have leaderboards that are obviously public, so you can see how you rank against everybody in the world. I held the number 4 position for a week. That was fun. You could put the swing guide on and work on hitting draws or fades. Here's an example of a draw where I'm going to kind of go right to left. And it'll show you that blue tail and a baby draw there. Right on the pin? You know it. Let's hit a fade. We'll go left to right here. It's all about your wrist when you go through contact, and it's just the angles of how you. It's just like golf, guys. I don't know how to explain it. It's just they figured it out. And then on top of that, you have these other things where you can go and play cornhole while you're listening to this music, and of course your friends can be here too. So all you gotta do is hold down the trigger and let go as if you were throwing it. And I got pretty good at this because all you do is forget that you're holding a controller. I told my brain, pretend you were actually playing, and it feels so real, right? So that's something that you could do. You have friends here playing, and again, you could put money on it. You can hang out. You can have drinks with your buddies, not real drinks in the game, but you can just have drinks in your hand. But I mean, if you want something where you can like just hang out and kind of get away for a little bit, imagine, God, during the pandemic and everything, like this game was, they didn't have all of this. Like this stuff all just kept coming in free. Randomly, you turn the game on and there's just new features, and you're just like, wow, yes, thank you. So again, you're just listening to Morgan Wallen, hanging out at your, Topgolf, and your friends and family could all be here. You're roasting marshmallows, whatever you're doing, and then they've got Pro Putt over here, which is the last phase of the game that I wanted to show y'all, because that's the third thing. And that's what this started out as. And then they added Topgolf, and then they added 18 holes. So over here is where you would choose. You want to play against a robot or your friends or whomever, and you've got all kinds of courses. And so we'll play against a robot real quick. I'll just show you like a hole or two. And I realize now after doing this that I had the easy setting on, so you'll see that it gives you the actual putt line. But there's the robot, and that's what it looks like, except the person is blue. They're not just invisible if you were playing somebody online. Now, I will admit that this is awesome. This is fun, and that was a practice shot. If you hit trigger, it goes purple, and you can hit a practice shot, and then you hit trigger again, and it's real, and you can hit your ball. That's what just happened. So what I'll say though is that there's another game, Walkabout Mini Golf, that's way better for putt-putt. If you're going to do that, that's the game for that. But this option is cool, and it's something that you can do with your friends while you're in here. It's not bad at all. It's just that Walkabout Mini Golf is that good. That's the only thing I'll say here about this game. I'm not, sponsored by anybody. I'm just telling you my experiences. It's a little bit of a slower green here than when you play the 18 holes. So each game has its kind of own mechanics, which is sort of neat. It's almost like 3 games inside of a game, and which is true. Like every time you go to a different golf course, there's either a slower or faster green, so you have to get acclimated every time. So there you have it, Golf Plus. It's the best game for your buck by far on the Quest 2. If you're looking for a game that's going to bring you back every single day and you want to go and get better at something and you can improve yourself and also feel a sense of zen and being outside and the birds chirping around you and, oh my goodness, watching videos while you're playing Topgolf, and you can hang out with your friends and have a whole social experience, to the amount of things that you can do within a $13 game makes you wonder why you were paying $60 for a game you could only play on your TV. What were we doing? I hope you liked this video, and if you did, of course, subscribe, and if you could hit that like button, that'd be super helpful. We want to bump up that algorithm, get this video up there, get this game a whole lot of eyes on it so that we can have a lot of players inside, and we can all play together on Golf Plus, the best game for your buck on the Oculus Quest 2. Excuse me, the Meta Quest. God, that's weird.